In a forgotten corner of the world, nestled between mountains and hidden by mist, stood the Library of Lives. The library was ancient, its walls lined with endless shelves of dusty, leather-bound books. Each book had a unique title, some familiar, others written in languages lost to time. An enigmatic librarian, known simply as the Keeper, guarded the library. It was said that those who found the library did not come by chance, but were led by fate. For each book in the library had a peculiar magic. Opening a book transported the reader into the story, allowing them to live out its tale as the protagonist. One such protagonist was Leo, a young man burdened by the weight of his own insecurities. Despite his many talents, Leo struggled to see his worth, constantly comparing himself to others and finding himself lacking. His heart was heavy with doubt, and his mind was a battlefield of conflicting thoughts. It was in this state that Leo found himself standing before the Keeper, yearning for something he couldn't quite name. The Keeper, recognizing the turmoil within Leo, led him to a particular book titled The Flame Within. Without a word, Leo opened the book, and the world around him shifted. Leo found himself in a grand medieval city, a place where knights, scholars, and artisans thrived. His clothes had changed. He was now dressed as a blacksmith's apprentice, surrounded by the heat of the forge and the clanging of metal. In this world, Leo was responsible for forging weapons for the city's legendary warriors, yet the same insecurities plagued him. He doubted his skills, convinced that his work could never compare to that of the master blacksmiths. As the city prepared for battle against a fearsome dragon that had awakened from its mountain slumber, the need for weapons of the finest quality became urgent. But Leo hesitated, paralyzed by the belief that his efforts would be inadequate. It was in this moment of doubt that a mysterious figure entered the forge. Cloaked in shadows, the stranger exuded a quiet strength and wisdom. The stranger spoke, not with words, but through his unwavering gaze. It was as if he communicated directly with Leo's heart, reminding him that true strength doesn't come from perfection, but from self-belief. The finest blades, the stranger seemed to convey, are not just forged in fire. They are shaped by the confidence and resolve of the smith. In that moment, Leo understood. His self-doubt had been holding him back, not his lack of skill. He turned to the forge with renewed determination, letting the fire of the forge and the flame of his newfound confidence guide his hands. He began to work, hammering the steel with a purpose he had never felt before. As Leo continued to forge, the doubts still lingered, whispering at the edges of his mind, but they no longer controlled him. Instead, he channeled them into his work, transforming his fear into focus, his uncertainty into strength. He poured his heart into the blade, each strike of the hammer a testament to his growing belief in himself. When he finished, Leo held in his hands a sword, unlike any he had ever created. It wasn't flawless, but it was strong, sharp, and filled with potential, just like him. For the first time, Leo saw his reflection in the blade and recognized his own worth. He was no longer just an apprentice. He was a creator, a craftsman who had the power to shape his own destiny. The mysterious stranger, now stepping into the light, revealed a face. Leo saw himself, the reflection of the strength he had always possessed, now brought to the surface. As the scene around him began to blur, Leo found himself back in the Library of Lives, the book closing gently in his hands. The Keeper awaited him, his knowing smile a silent confirmation that Leo had found what he needed. The moral of Leo's journey was clear. Self-confidence is not about being flawless. It's about trusting oneself enough to take action and believing in one's potential. The flame within, once kindled, can illuminate even the darkest paths. And so, the Library of Lives continued to inspire those who sought its wisdom, reminding them that the power to overcome doubt and achieve greatness lay within their own hearts.